In fact, I'll tell you what. And Vijay sir had a call with me, so I understand his background and I understand his capital. This 8,000 means nothing to him. It is not like it.
Yeah,
It is about principle.
right.
कि भाई मेरी गलती नहीं है मैं क्यों भरूं?
Yeah, I
And
have
for
one
them, it's
question to
about,
Vijay though.
boss, if this guy gets it, then hundreds of people will do the same thing. They'll follow the same process. They'll get their money back, which is exactly why this story had to be highlighted so that if nothing else, the fact that so many people know that what is the resolution mechanism, they might end up spending a little bit. And once again, I keep saying Zerodha here because this case is Zerodha, but trust me, this is the case with all brokers. And even though this might seem a little out of place, Zerodha relatively, I felt, has better infrastructure than most of the other brokers. And one more argument that people keep saying, bhai discount broker ke paas kyun ja raha hai? Please understand, you don't know what you're talking about. There is no concept of discount broker and full-time broker anymore. Full-time brokers are cheaper to trade with than most discount brokers. Zerodha is so expensive. I've shared my charges from Zerodha for the last year. It is ridiculously expensive, and the reason I pay it is because as far as my developers are concerned, like the people who I'm close with, Amit is here and Shiva is there. So these guys tell me that they have the best APIs, they have the least downtime. So it's not a concept of discount broker. Discount broker, not at all. It's the most expensive broker. But we pay that because we're like, okay, I don't want operational risk, right? So
Right. Right. So I also have one question for Vijay. So Vijay, when you were seeing that loss, I mean, obviously the loss initially would have been very small. You were trying to cover that put option at 3 rupees, but the order was not going through. But since the quantity was decent, and did it not occur to you that you buy the same put from a different broker account that you might have?
Hi. Actually, Ashish ji, I think this is a good idea which I thought about after that day. मेरे पास मतलब एक ही broker के साथ account है.
Right.
So I did not have that option, but I think everybody should consider having an alternate broker जहाँ पर कि ऐसा कोई case हो जाए तो they have a backup जहाँ पर वो square off अपनी positions कर सकते हैं.
Right, right. If anybody is trading for fun, then that's a different thing. But if anybody is trading with a serious intent and some serious money, then having multiple brokers should really help in such cases.
No, exactly. This is really a good idea. और उसके बाद even I have signed up with 2 more brokers, so that ऐसा case कभी हो तो I am able to square off my position. But I think yeah, but that obviously, yeah, that cannot be, brokers cannot, I mean, take this as a कि वे आउट उनके पास नहीं है. ये तो ठीक है, हम अपनी सेफ्टी के लिए ऐसा करेंगे. बट ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि जो दूसरा ब्रोकर है जहां से मैं स्क्वेयर ऑफ करना चाहता हूँ
Hmm.
उसका सिस्टम भी नहीं चल रहा, एक्सचेंज पर कोई इशू आ गया.
Right.
सो यस
Yeah. So
यस.
so that risk is anyway there. Anyway, I've started accepting a few speakers. So those who have questions, they can ask.
perfect. I just want to come in here, Ashish bhai. One thing, देखो हमें सतर्क रहना है. Okay, please understand, as traders, हमें सतर्क रहना है. We have to do everything in our ability to safeguard our own interests. Agreed. In fact, मैंने ये भी बहुत बार I've also said, सेंसेक्स एक्सपायरी एंड मिड कैप एक्सपायरी दोनों बेबी एक्सपायरी है. इसको कम पैसों से ट्रेड करो. एंड इसीलिए सतर्क रहने से ही दैट्स व्हाई विजय सर वाज आल्सो सेइंग दैट he has taken small quantity, but at the same time this cannot in no way absolve a broker na. And if you see what happened with Finvaishya when there were ghost orders and all, आपको वहां पे दिख रहा है कि आपका ऑर्डर ओपन है, आप किसी और के अकाउंट में कवर करोगे, फिर वो बोलेगा नहीं एक्चुअली ये अकाउंट आपको दिख रहा था बट था नहीं आपके ऑर्डर बुक में. तो ये भी हुआ था ना आशीष भाई,
Ah,
वेर यू हैड अ सिचुएशन वेर यू थॉट यू हैड एन ऑर्डर.
right.
एंड एक और चीज ना, दिस ऑर्डर लिम्बो में जाना जहां पे वो बोलता है प्रोसेसिंग. दिस हैज हैपेंड विद एवरी ब्रोकर. यू पुट एन ऑर्डर, इट सेज प्रोसेसिंग. आपको अभी नहीं पता है कि वो ऑर्डर जाएगा कि नहीं जाएगा.
In that
बाद
case, you
में
can't
यू
even take
रिमेम्बर
the
एट
contra
4
trade.
o'clock बोल रहा था कि एक्चुअली 358 को ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूट हुआ आपका इतने प्राइस पे.
हाँ, और उस केस में आप कॉन्ट्रा ट्रेड भी नहीं ले सकते बिकॉज यू डोंट नो इफ योर ऑर्डर हैज gone through or not. So if you want to take that contra trade in some other broker to nullify the trade, you are not sure, so you can't do that.
this can backfire also, right? ये जो एग्जांपल अभी श्रेयस जी ने दिया, this can backfire also. वो दोनों में अगर बाइंग का ऑर्डर चला गया हमारा, then yeah, we cannot fight it out also, because then it will be our mistake.
Everyone agrees?
Yeah, go.
So, okay, first of all, I mean, kudos to Vijay bhai. I mean, you set an example for every trader here, right? Like to fight till the end, irrespective of whatever the amount was. So, 20th June, right? Probably I was also at the receiving end of the Sensex expiry thing, but I mean, I had limited quantities. I tried to. I mean, my order didn't go through. I called the Zerodha customer care. My call didn't go through. But the good thing that I did was I captured all of that. So I had the screenshot. I had the call recordings that the call didn't go through, or you're still waiting in the queue. So the same day so this was the first time like the Sensex expiry had a glitch, right, in Zerodha. So I raised a ticket to them. They gave back. I mean those examples, right? That this is the trading guidelines that you have agreed to. And then what I did was I pasted all the screenshots. I pasted all the call recording. I mean snapshot of the call recordings. I told them that see, I have all of this. Now what can you do for me? They didn't reply for a couple of days. Then they came back to me. They gave me a call that we are agreeing to give you a 20% refund. I told them no. I'm not agreeing to that. I know I can file a complaint and scores as well. So probably I can do that. So I pasted them a link that I'm probably going to file a scores complaint on this. Then what happened was nothing happened for a couple of days. I was traveling at that time. I didn't have access to my computer. Right. I was on. So they gave me a call again. They said that we are agreeing to a 40% refund now, if you can agree. The amount was very less. I think it was around 12K or 13K for me. Then eventually what they did was they said that don't do anything. I had posted everything on Twitter as well. Vishal Mehta had retweeted that as well. That now they came back to me and they said that now we are agreeing to a 50% refund if you are okay with that. So I said that, to be honest, this is where I said that let's bargain for this, which probably I shouldn't have done that at that point. But look, I'm listening to Vijay's story, right? So I agreed on the 50% refund, and they gave me a 50% refund at that point of time for that. Now coming to the point that you can have a different broker, right? Probably Sensex is something that not everyone was supporting at that time. Right, only few broker. Probably Zerodha was the first one who had agreed to start on Sensex expiry, right? So I tried to. I had a Upstocks account, but I think it wasn't supported at that time to cover the order at the different broker. So that's my story. I think Zerodha did give me 50% refund. I have all the screenshots and I have all the ticket. The ticket that I raised on the support portal, and that I tweeted this, and so that others can also go back to Zerodha and ask for the refunds. But I'm not sure like how many did. But kudos to Vijay sir for this.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experience. And I think these are the examples and all the points that these guys make. That's what you have to keep in mind whenever you're putting forward your case. But if you're done, sir, we can move to the next speaker.
Sure, thanks. Yeah.
Hello everyone. So, sir, means I also face same problem, sir. Means not same, same kind of thing. So there is thing called intraday margin shortfall. So I am using Kotak Securities for a very long time, around one or half years. So what happened is that, sir, I have placed Iron Condor, and I have also placed SLs for the hedges. Okay, so what happened is that my hedges got exited accidentally, and I didn't know about that. And my margin shortfall was my capital is around 6-7 lakh, and my margin shortfall was 10 or 12 lakh kind of thing. So what happened is that, sir, initially they didn't square off my position. If I do same thing in Zerodha or something like that, they will square off your position and charge you hefty amount of call by order or something like that. So same thing happened with me, sir, with Kotak Securities, that my thing means it traded till the end, my position stayed till the end, and then after 15 days they have charged me intraday margin shortfall kind of thing, and it's around, sir, 30K 30K, and it was means 5% of my capital. Same thing happened with me, 5% of my capital. So what I have did that, the digital blogger, at that time he has, means I was following him, so he has posted a video on that. Sebi has done this thing, that there is no intraday shortfall margin. So I have written a letter and attached, written a email to them and attach that SEBI's thing, circular kind of thing. And I have said that, but I got, sir, very cold reply from them, that yeah, sir, we will let to know, or we will check. We have to means do meeting with our staff and all the stuff, kind of thing. Then I have posted same email on the Twitter, and in within, sir, 12 hours I got call from product manager or something like that at higher position. So he was saying that, sir, please, can you please delete that tweet, we will refund you all money, there will be no issue regarding that. And sir, they have means, and I have posted you also and many traders out there. So I have deleted my main post, but there was other post was visible on their timeline. So they have specifically put one person for that, and they have called me after one day that, sir, these posts are remaining, please delete that, sir. Means, I think, sir, this is quite gray area and shady kind of business most of the brokers
Bro,
are
I'll tell you something actually amazing point that you bring up, margin shortfall. Peak margin penalty was something that all brokers were charging from their customers. But then a clarification came out that no, you should not be charging, you please pay it back. This rule came, and I thought, Zirada being transparent, they will transfer my money back. What is there? 8 or 9 months, I didn't do anything. Then one day I remembered, dude, like, have they given me back? Because once in a while, peak margin, it goes negative, they charge penalty. I
Yes,
raised a
sir.
ticket saying, please give me all the entries of where you, on my ledger, where you have charged me peak margin penalty, and let me know if you have refunded it to me, because there was a clear instruction that if you have charged, give it back to your customer. These brokers are so smart. Even Zerodha, 9 months, I think it was 9 months after the order came that I said, show me the ledger statement. They said, sir, we have not processed your refund. We are doing it now. We will keep you updated. So the idea is simple. If you don't notice, it doesn't matter how much holier than thou someone is appearing to be. I will share that ticket, by the way, where I raised it. I was like, why was it not refunded? They had nothing to say. They just said, we are now processing to give it back to you. And I got it back in the ledger statement. If you don't fight for your money, if you don't audit your accounts, if you don't check if they can take your money, they'll take your money. And all of this comes down to the fact that the regulatory framework around it, one, because SEBI doesn't have that many hands, but given how much money the government and these people make from this industry, that same way how RBI regulates banks, there has to be a higher standard set for brokers. Same thing happened with FinVisha, and I was very angry with a lot of people because I had shared a lot of what they said, but they all struck a deal saying that, okay, we'll delete all the posts. Okay, so if you have retweeted someone or something, we'll delete all the posts, we'll get on. Okay, I'm happy. They got their money back. But the fact is, you have this visibility that was there, which was holding people accountable. You have removed that. So yeah, peak margin penalty, finally every broker, in case you had also like me assumed that broker ne paisa वापस दे दिया होगा, with your respective brokers, please raise tickets and ask, मेरे को margin ledger का date के साथ दीजिए कि first of all, where had you collected, how much had you collected, and when was it returned to my account? If it's not returned to my account, return it now, because unless you ask, they will not give it. That you take in guarantee.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah, next speaker we can take, bro.
Yeah, can I go ahead?